Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Hurts. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 151 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll run it again with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running from the gun with Henry. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Running left, it's Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 53 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and 8. Again to Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from the victory.
And Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, turn the pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up